Welcome back to my channel. It's great to have you here. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been following along with our vocational education themed videos, this session will continue with our journey into National Occupation Standards and why these are important in the world of technical, vocational education and training. In today's video, we will dive into an essential topic: the importance of occupation profiles as the starting point for National Occupation Standards development. I will also explain the common methods used to create these standards, functional analysis and DACUM, and highlight their differences. This discussion will help you understand which approach might best suit various occupational roles and why occupation profiles are crucial to the process. But before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions, so feel free to share them in the comments section below. Let's start by exploring the importance of occupation profiles and why it plays a critical role in developing national occupation standards. Before we dive into the importance of occupation profiles, let's clarify a key concept: the difference between an occupation and a job. An occupation is a broader term for a family of similar jobs. It encompasses a range of roles that share common duties and skills but might have different specific titles or levels of responsibility. For example, the occupation welder includes various roles such as arc welder, TIG welder, and MIG welder. Similarly, hotel manager could include job titles like hospitality manager, front office manager, entertainment manager, or resort manager. On the other hand, a job is a specific position held by an individual within a company or organization. It has a defined set of tasks and responsibilities that can vary within the same occupation. For example, a job might be MIG welder at ABC Manufacturing, or front desk manager at XYZ Hotel. Despite the difference, it is important to know that the same development process can be used for both an occupation and a job when creating national occupation standards. An occupation profile is a comprehensive description of a specific occupation. It provides a detailed overview of the common tasks, responsibilities, and the essential knowledge, skills, and competence required to perform roles within that occupation effectively. Essentially, it answers the question: what does this occupation involve? What do you need to know and be able to do to succeed across various jobs in this field? Check out my website and National Occupation Standards repository, link in the description below, for different examples of occupation profiles. Let's break this down further. A well-developed occupation profile typically includes 1. Occupation description, a general summary that outlines the purpose of the occupation, its key responsibilities, and where it fits within the industry. This description helps to set the context for what the role entails and gives an overview of the nature of the work. For example, welders operate welding equipment to join metal workpieces together. They can use fusion welding processes based on different techniques and materials. They also perform a simple visual inspection of welds. Hotel managers oversee all aspects of hotel operations to ensure optimal guest satisfaction, efficient operations, revenue growth, and team performance while maintaining brand standards and profitability. 2. Common main tasks, a clear list of the core activities and responsibilities associated with the occupation. The occupation's duties outlined by the core tasks are often classed as the main functional areas. For example, a welder may have tasks like reading and interpreting blueprints, preparing and cleaning welding surfaces, and performing various welding techniques. 3. Expected knowledge. This covers the theoretical understanding required to perform roles within the occupation, such as familiarity with safety standards, tools, materials, and processes. For a hotel manager, this could include knowledge of customer service principles, inventory and budget management, business management, and compliance with health and safety regulations. 4. Skills, the practical abilities and technical skills needed to carry out tasks effectively. For example, a welder would need skills in different welding techniques, e.g., MIG, TIG, arc welding, while a hotel manager would require strong communication and leadership skills. 5. Competence, the ability to apply knowledge and skills to perform tasks to a set standard under various conditions. For a welder, this means knowing how to weld consistently and safely across different projects. For a hotel manager, this means handling customer complaints efficiently while ensuring the smooth operation of services. Why are occupation profiles the starting point when developing national occupational standards? Here's why. 1. They provide a clear understanding of the job's requirements. An occupation profile lays out all the necessary components, clearly showing what is expected from individuals in that field. This helps employers, trainers, and industry stakeholders to agree on what competence looks like for a particular occupation. For example, if we're developing National Occupation Standards for a welder, we need to know all the tasks they must be able to perform, the skills they need, and the knowledge they should have. Without this clarity, it's impossible to set accurate and useful standards. 2. Serve as a foundation for designing training curricula and assessment criteria. Once the occupation profile is established, it is a blueprint for developing training programs. Educators can design curricula that address the specific tasks, knowledge, skills, and competence identified in the profile, ensuring that learners are trained to meet industry standards. It also serves as a basis for assessment, guiding how candidates will be evaluated to prove their competence. This ensures that training aligns with actual job requirements and that assessments accurately measure the ability to perform in the role. Let's bring this to life with a basic practical example. Imagine we're creating National Occupation Standards for a welder based on the occupation profile. Occupation description: welders join metal parts using various welding techniques to construct and repair structures, machinery, and equipment. Main tasks: reading blueprints, preparing materials, welding parts, inspecting welds for quality, and maintaining equipment. Knowledge: understanding welding techniques, safety protocols, material properties, and blueprint reading. Skills: proficiency in MIG, TIG, and arc welding, ability to operate welding equipment, and precision in handling tools. Competence: being able to apply various welding methods under different conditions, ensuring strong, consistent welds while adhering to safety standards. With this profile, we can develop National Occupation Standards specifying the expected welder standards. This means designing training that teaches the right welding techniques, safety measures, and best practices. When assessing a trainee, we'll have clear benchmarks based on the occupation profile to determine if they are fully competent. Starting with a detailed occupation profile ensures that the units of competency are comprehensive, relevant, and aligned with industry needs. This helps create robust training programs and ensures learners acquire the skills they need to succeed in their careers. Common methods for developing National Occupation Standards: functional analysis versus DACUM. Each has its unique approach, strengths, and applications, and understanding the difference between them can help you choose the right method for your specific needs. Let's explore both. Functional analysis is a structured, systematic method used to break down an occupation into 3 key levels. Level 1. Main functional areas. These are the broad categories of work responsibilities within an occupation. For example, in the occupation of a mechanical engineer, a main functional area might be equipment maintenance or project management. Level 2. Primary functions. Each main functional area is further broken down into primary functions, which are specific duties or tasks that fall under those broader categories. For a mechanical engineer, primary functions under equipment maintenance could include tasks like routine inspections and troubleshooting issues. Level 3. Sub-functions. These are the most detailed level, identifying the exact tasks or steps needed to perform the primary functions. For example, routine inspections might include sub-functions like checking oil levels, examining safety features, and conducting diagnostic tests. I use these sub-functions to help me identify what the National Occupation Standards unit title could be. By understanding the specific tasks, functions, involved, we can create precise and relevant units of competency, ensuring that the National Occupation Standards accurately reflect the skills needed. The systematic nature of functional analysis allows for a detailed evaluation of an occupation's tasks. This method is particularly valuable when creating National Occupation Standards that cover a wide range of skills and competencies, ensuring that nothing is missed. It's often used for complex roles requiring precise definitions of tasks, knowledge, and skills, such as those in engineering, healthcare, or IT. DACUM, which stands for Developing a Curriculum, takes a different approach. It is a group-based method that combines industry experts and job incumbents to identify and list the tasks associated with a role collaboratively. The DACUM process is like a brainstorming session where participants use their hands-on experience to create a task inventory. This method tends to be quicker and more practical, making it ideal for developing curriculum outlines or training modules. It relies heavily on the direct input of industry professionals, ensuring that the resulting standards reflect real-world job requirements. For example, when developing national occupation standards for an entry-level customer service role, a DACUM workshop might gather experienced customer service representatives to list tasks like handling customer inquiries, processing returns, and managing customer complaints. These tasks form the basis for training materials and competency benchmarks. What are the key differences between functional analysis and DACUM? The functional analysis approach is more analytical and structured. It involves a methodical process of breaking down an occupation into main functions, primary functions, and sub-functions. This makes it well suited for roles where precision and detailed competencies are critical. The output from functional analysis produces a detailed breakdown of functions and competencies. This results in a more structured set of units and performance criteria that can be used to create detailed vocational qualifications, training programs, assessments, and certification standards. The DACUM approach is more collaborative and relies on brainstorming. It engages a panel of job experts to list a role's key tasks and responsibilities quickly. This makes it a faster and more flexible method, particularly useful for occupations where roles may be straightforward or vary significantly across companies. The output from DACUM results in a straightforward task list, often used as a foundation for developing curriculum outlines. It provides a practical overview of what workers need to do, making it effective for designing quick training solutions. Let's consider an example scenario to illustrate when each method might be preferable. Functional analysis for engineering roles. Suppose you need to develop national occupation standards for an engineering role that involves complex tasks, such as a mechanical engineer. The job requires precise skill definitions, a clear understanding of safety protocols, technical knowledge, and specialized tasks. Using functional analysis allows you to systematically analyze all the functions, ensuring no critical skills are overlooked. This makes it easier to develop rigorous vocational training programs that match industry standards. DACUM for entry-level roles. On the other hand, if you're developing national occupation standards for an entry-level customer service representative, the job might involve straightforward, routine tasks. Gathering a group of experienced customer service professionals to quickly brainstorm a list of typical tasks, such as answering calls, processing orders, and handling returns, provides a practical, efficient way to create a training curriculum. DACUM works well here because it's faster and is informed by the hands-on experience of people who know the job best. Both functional analysis and DACUM are valuable methods for developing national occupational standards, but they serve different purposes. Functional analysis offers a systematic, detailed approach ideal for roles requiring high precision, while DACUM's collaborative, quicker method makes it perfect for creating immediate, practical training solutions. Understanding these differences helps you choose the right approach for your industry needs and ensures that national occupation standards are relevant, effective, and aligned with actual job requirements. Before we wrap up this session, I'd like to share some thoughts on the future of national occupational standards development. In my view, with the rapid advancement of modern technology, especially artificial intelligence, the development of national occupation standards units is entering a new era. Traditionally, methods like functional analysis and DACUM have been the guiding frameworks for creating detailed, structured competency standards. Understanding these approaches is critically important and valuable for ensuring that vocational education and training aligns with the skills needed in the workplace. However, as technology evolves, we may also need to adapt how we approach national occupation standards development. We will leave this exploration for another video. As we conclude this session, it's clear that functional analysis and DACUM are fundamental methods for developing national occupational standards, each with strengths and applications. In upcoming sessions, we'll take a closer look at the guiding principles of functional analysis. This will give you a solid foundation to understand how national occupation standards can be developed systematically and effectively, even as we adapt to new technologies. So, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video if you found it helpful. Your support means a lot, and it ensures you won't miss out on future videos as we delve deeper into national occupation standards development. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next session, where we'll continue our exploration of creating effective, industry-aligned national occupational standards. Until then, take care and keep learning.